So check it out, guys. Lockout Men, my YouTube channel. So, you know, you can catch me on Facebook too. So, years ago, I had my favorite hangout in Cleveland. Well, north, south, whatever of Cleveland. And it was my favorite Saturday hangout. I used to come out to this place every Saturday from the time they open until the time they close. And I really had a ball out here. You know, to let you guys know, you know, I'm a little older. I'm, you know, in my 40s. So I'm an 80s kid, you know, even though I was born in the 60s. But the 80s is where the fun was at. You know, I had, you know, a lot of fun in the 80s. What the place I'm talking about is, bam! Randall Park Mall. This was my spot right here. Randall Park Mall. Now, Randall Park Mall used to be the biggest mall in the world at the time it was built. But now it is a dead mall. And there it is. Right there. So let me take you to a tour around Randall Park Mall, which today they are they're tearing it down. They tearing it down. They making it into a industrial park. Would have been nice if they would have took this mall and made it into a you know, like a legacy village or something like that. For starters, y'all, this side right here is the Sears side, the old Sears building right there. That used to be Sears. Next to it was Kaufman's, Macy's, Dillard's. No, not Dillard's, I'm sorry. Macy's, Kaufman's, and May Company building. This is what it looks like now. You know, abandoned parking lot. Everything is tore up. Right now, we're not supposed to be trespassing, but, you know, I just have to get, you know, I just have to get it in before they come and tear it all down. You know, that's what they're gonna do. Right here is the front of the mall, as you can see. That's the front of the mall. They got the gate up. They got the fence up and everything. You know. There's the old Kaufman's building. I used to park right over there in that corner. Right over there when I used to come out here. I used to work out here too. This is the old Dillard's Hidby building right here. Now, mind you, this is the only mall that's a bi-level mall. It's up and down. So right now I'm on the upper level, and we're gonna go down and around and go all the way around to the downstairs. I think that's where they're doing, they started the demo on the downstairs level. There's a Power Sport Institute over there in the corner of the old J.C. Penney's building. Right there. They turned that into a Power Sport. So that's like, you know, if you want to learn how to fix on cars, motorcycles, trucks, and stuff like that, you know, you can. But this mall used to jump back in the 80s and the 90s. You know, it just really got, there it is. You know, that's where they start the demo, the backside of Hidby's / Dillard's right there. So basically what they're gonna do is just tear down that part of the mall and leave the Power Sport right there, because the Power Sport brought you know, brought the whole area right there. This is childhood memories, guys. This is where I met my wife at. I met my wife here at Randall Park Mall back in the day. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. I met her right here at Randall Park Mall. And we're still here today. So I thought I'd come all the way out here and take, you know, some video. I said I wanted to take some pictures. But instead of taking pictures, I decided to take the video, and I'll just upload it, you know, to my YouTube and let you guys, you know, see a little piece of my history, you know. But right here, this is North Randall, Ohio. The old Randall Park Mall. Across the street from it is Thistledown. They changed that. Now they changed Thistledown into a casino, like Presque Downs. But you know, Thistledown used to be a track, but they turned it into a casino now. But you know, to give you guys some, you know, aerial view. They go to old hotel. Now this hotel right here has been up. They should have been tore this hotel down, and it's been an eyesore in this city for years and years. You know, they should have tore that down. As a matter of fact, you won't know what they did. That building is such an eyesore, but somebody thought it was a bright idea to build a Wendy's fast food restaurant next to an abandoned hotel. Whose idea was that? I couldn't even tell you. But anyway, as we continue to go around the parking lot, there's the old Magic Theater, which was changed into Lowe's Theater. Then it was changed into a theater. When this came right here, when they built this, it was so much hoopla for Magic Theaters back in the day. It was crazy. This theater had first run movies. You know, and you guys know what first run movies is. I really don't need to explain all of that, but they had first run movies. Then Magic, you know, sort of dropped out of the theater game, and then Lowe's took it over, and you know, it was just Lowe's Theater. But then Lowe's dropped out. You know, well, they didn't drop out. They just, you know, they just didn't want this theater no more because it wasn't doing well, and it just changed into a second run theater. You know, second run theater, guys, you know what that means. You know, the second run movies. It's the movies that been played, but then we can go and get you know, get in for $1. But let's look at it now. It's just this mall right here. This the lower level of the mall right here. So we're on the lower level. This is the lower level entrance that we about to come up to. Now, mind you, there's still some stores out here, you know, but I couldn't tell you. It's the lower level. Yeah. It's the lower level right here. This used to be the old, man, I forgot this, I forgot what this was, but it was the old Hallie's, I think it was the old Hallie's building. But then LaSalle Furniture, you know, which is an outlet store now, came and, you know, got the downstairs. And as you guys can see, Burlington Coat Factory Burlington Coat Factory, which is on the other side, got the upstairs. Across from us is Elgin Furniture. That used to be Freddy's back in the day. Freddy's Electronics. I'm not sure if it was Freddy's. It started with an F, It started with an F. So, the building next to it, which is now which is a clothing store building. That building right there used to be Best. That used to be Best Stores, B-E-S-T. Not Best Buy as we know it today, but Best Stores. Here's the other side that we're about to go back up. And like I said, this is Burlington Coat Factory entrance right here. Which is, this the only store that still survived out here. But, of course, it won't be out here for too much longer. They really did try to build this mall back up, back in the late 2000s before it actually closed. But like I said, it was too late. It was too late. It was already done. Too many, it was just too many problems out here, and mall security couldn't handle it, too many thugs came out here, too many people that didn't want to treat the mall right just came out here and just did the mall dirty. This is the parking lot on the upper level of Sears side where we came in. You can still see some stores that's still out here. Pearl Vision. That building over there next to Pearl Vision used to be Handy Andy back in the day, but then they turned it into a toy store, which was Children's Palace, and then it turned into a Circuit City. I don't know if you guys was hip to Circuit City, but and then there's the surroundings, across the street. This place, man, this is nostalgic. I mean, when it was back in its heyday, this whole area jumped. I mean, Christmas was crazy out here. I mean, it was real nice. It was real nice. They was doing it, y'all. They was doing it, but people came in. The people that brought the place just came in and just didn't do the mall right. Took money out of it and put it in elsewhere that didn't do the mall any justice. Across the street used to be Baby R Us, that building right there. Next to it was Dick's. Now they built Dick's and closed that. That Dick's right there didn't last but like maybe a year or two after it was built. And then next door to it was the old Toys R Us building. So guys, that's it, man. That's it. Just a tour of my childhood. Where I came from. Randall Park Mall. Randall Park Mall. It's been closed since 2006 or 2007, I think. 6, 7. But in any case, you know what I'm saying? This was my childhood. So, all right, guys, check me out on Facebook. I don't do Twitter, and you can always hit me up on my channel on YouTube. All right, guys, holla at your boy, Lockout Man. I appreciate all the subscriptions you guys is giving me. Let's make 2015 a better year. And I will probably be coming out with a little bit more videos and stuff what I do. But be patient with me and holler at your boy. I'm out. Later.